What up, what up, what up, though? Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Why does my thing keep saying this? Okay. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Okay, y'all can hear me. Well, what's up, y'all? What's up? All right. Y'all get on up in here. Okay. Reporter. All right. What's going on, y'all? Happy. What's today? Today is hump day. No, it's not hump day. It's Friday Eve. It's Friday Eve. It's Friday Eve. Y'all, let me just go ahead and give y'all a quick Verizon update. We was going back and forth today. Do y'all know that the lady from the president's office said that today they realized from the Treasury Department of Verizon that they did not issue a refund. And they're saying now that they finally issued the refund on the 10th day of July, when I should have got that refund back way last month. Baby. Oh, you try to handle things the right way, and here these folks go doing all this. I had already filed a claim with my bank because I did what they told me to do by going and checking with the merchant to make sure, they always tell you go to the merchant, make sure the merchant, can't give you a refund because you probably can get that faster. Girl, I'm not playing with y'all no more. We're talking about now 7 to 10 business days. Girl, bye. All right, let me speak to y'all. Hey, Callie, what's going on? Heavy is her crown. I know that's right. Well, heavy is the crown. Okay, I know that's right. What's going on, my boo? Janai, what's up? What's up? Hey, Megan. Hey, Miss Major. What's up, Miss Megan? How are you, Miss Felicia? I see you. Aunt Natty, I see you. What's up, Demetria? How are you? Baby, I know you getting ready for Beyonce, honey. I know you getting ready for Beyonce. What's going on, Terry? What's going on? Okay, y'all, so I wanted to do this live really quick. Well, I ain't gonna say really quick, but I'm gonna read this article Derrick Dixon is finally speaking out after he has filed his lawsuit. In case you have been under a rock and don't know, Derrick Dixon is accusing Tyler Perry of groping, uh, uh, sexual harassment, and a slew of other things for $260 million. Okay. He did file that lawsuit about, I think it's been, what, 3 weeks now since that lawsuit has been filed. So we're going to get into this article, honey, because he absolutely has a lot to say. And so we're here to talk about it. It's a long article, too. Okay. So kick off your shoes and relax your feet. And then after this, you know what's crazy? Do y'all remember when I did that video about Kanye West and his former employee suing him? Y'all notice all the blogs today have been talking about this like it's a new lawsuit. It's not a new lawsuit. She just amended her lawsuit, adding more claims to the lawsuit. So we're going to talk about that as well. Shout out to Tracy, because honey, Tracy, ouch. Tracy, I hit this chair on the back of my foot. Tracy got us the lawsuit. And so we're gonna read it. We're gonna read it. All right, so let's get into this article here. And y'all, please listen to the mods. All right, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. It won't hurt you. It won't hurt you to hit that like button. It won't hurt you to hit that like button. All right, so let me share my screen and then we're going to get into it. Get into it. All right, so Derrick Dixon went round there to the Hollywood Reporter. He has some things to say, or he has some things to get off of his chest. This is fair use, honey, and we are here to talk about it. All right, let's get into it. Tyler Perry his accuser, Derrick Dixon, speaks. I couldn't stay silent anymore. This is an exclusive. All right. In his first interview since filing his $260 million sexual assault claim against Madea, the Madea character, actor Derrick Dixon says that he felt compelled to go public because everyone deserves to go to work and do their job without their boss trying to have sex with them. Okay. I was like, woo, child. All right. Actor Derrick Dixon says that the process of bringing this recent bombshell lawsuit for sexual harassment against against Atlanta entertainment mogul Tyler Perry has been terrifying. But in his first interview since the filing of the $260 million claim against Tyler Perry in Los Angeles Superior Court on June the 13th, he says that he felt compelled to speak out because I couldn't let him get away with this. Now, I didn't realize that it was filed on the 13th of last month, because it's the 10th of this month, so it's almost been a month. That's crazy. Okay. I think the summer is going to go by really, really fast. Y'all, like, I really do. I think the summer's going to go by fast. It's already June the 10th. Like, this is crazy. All right. Okay. Everyone deserves to go to work and do their job without their boss trying to have sex with them, Dixon says. My goal is to help ensure that the next generation of actors and creatives don't have to choose between their dreams and their dignity. Dixon, an actor in his late 30s who appeared in 85 episodes of Perry's BET series, The Oval, that aired between 2021 and 2025, alleges in a lawsuit that Perry made several unwanted sexual advances toward him, including one in which the producer pinned him against a wall and groped him, and another in which Perry snuck into his bed. Dixon has accused Perry of engaging in a pattern of exploiting male actors in his productions and using his power in the entertainment industry to harass employees. Okay, now this is very interesting to me. And one of the reasons why I say it's interesting to me, again, y'all, I don't put nothing past none of these people. I want to be very clear. I don't put anything past any of these people. So I don't know if Tyler Perry did these things or if he did not do these things, okay? But I'm not gonna put it past him. And just like we talked about Derrick, and just like we talked about the guy that came out this week about Tyler Perry allegedly covering up the acts of his VP, knowing what's taking place. I mean, it's a lot, okay? All right. In a statement, Matthew Boyd, a lawyer for the 55-year-old mogul, called Dixon an individual who got close to Tyler Perry for what now appears to be nothing more than setting up a scam. Tyler will not be shaken down, and we are confident that these fabricated claims of harassment will fail, Boyd said. Dixon, who answered the Hollywood Reporter's question by email, described the first meeting at Perry's studios in Atlanta in September of 2019 when he was working as an event coordinator for the company Legendary Events that was organizing the opening party for Tyler Perry Studios. At the time, Dixon, who was sporadically acting and writing in the theater in Atlanta, says that he knew Perry only as a creator of the Madea movies. Dixon says that Perry singled him out in the crowd of an event staff and asked him to get on stage so that he could check the lighting, and then asked Derrick if he was an actor. I said yes, but not really right now, Dixon says, and he said, yes, you are, I can tell. At the end of the event, Perry and Dixon exchanged numbers, and Perry began texting Dixon the next day asking, so who are you? What's the dream? What do you want to do? Tyler Perry. Perry offered Dixon the opportunity to audition for a part of a character named Dale in his series Ruthless, a spinoff of the White House set drama The Oval, created under Perry's overall deal with Viacom and CBS. Perry ultimately casted Dixon in the part, telling him that it was a small role that could get a lot bigger. At that point, Dixon, who is an out gay man, I don't think that matters, but I don't know if I knew that. Did we know that? Maybe we did. And again, it has nothing to do with what Tyler Perry allegedly did, because I know how people will get, oh, y'all are going past the crime that was committed, or you're going past. So I don't want nobody to think I'm trying to do that. All I'm saying is it really doesn't matter, but I don't think I knew that. Hey, Emily Boo, what's going on? Hey, Sharice. Hey, Dee Dee, what's up, y'all? All right. At that point, Dixon, who is an out gay man, did not know that Perry was interested in men or that he was looking for an actual relationship. Dixon's complaint says that about a year after this, in December of 2020, Perry would announce on Instagram that he and his longtime girlfriend, Galia Bakili, whatever, y'all see it, with whom he shares a 10-year-old son with, had broken up. I'm not going to speak for him or how he identifies sexually, says Dixon. Regardless of his sexual orientation or gender, he should not be speaking to any of his employees, whether they be men or women, gay, straight, or bisexual, about their sexual preferences, how often they're having sex, or physically assaulting them. Okay? Hey, Miss Major, what's going on? Child. Now, Dixon grew up in Raleigh, North Carolina, and decided that he wanted to be an actor after appearing in his first play in his freshman year of high school. He studied acting at Marymount Manhattan College and the T. Squario Studio in New York, performed in plays in Atlanta, and won a Georgia Playwriting Award. Prior to working at the events company, he mostly made his living as a writer or a bartender while trying to build his acting career. In January of 2020, as Dixon outlines in his complaint, Perry invited him to his home in Douglasville County, Georgia. Both men drank alcohol, and Perry told Dixon that he was too inebriated to drive home and should stay in his guest house. After Dixon went to bed in the guest house, he says that Perry climbed into the bed with him and began rubbing his thighs. Immediately jumped out of the bed and said, I am not that sexual, and stood up until he left the room. I thought that my reaction made it clear that night that I was not interested. After that encounter, Perry called and texted Dixon every day. Dixon says that Dixon ignored him. Derrick, why don't you text me more? Reach out, text including in Dixon's complaint. After a few days, Perry texted saying he wanted to expand Dixon's small role of Dale on Ruthless to be a reoccurring actor on the Oval. It was the kind of career opportunity that Dixon had been waiting for. Dixon read that his character would be shot 4 times in the chest at the end of the season and assumed that he would be unalived off. When he asked Perry about the storyline on the phone call, Dixon claims, oh, hold on, y'all. Wait a minute. Y'all, please hit that like button for me. I appreciate it. Okay. Let me see. Where was I? Okay. Dixon read that his character would be unalived off. When asked Perry about the storyline on a phone call, Dixon says that he said, if I did a good job, I'd probably survive. On the same call, Dixon says that Perry also told him that nobody gives him anything. He gives and gives, and nobody ever gives back, Dixon said. I remember feeling my stomach drop when he said this. I knew that I couldn't piss him off or my character would easily just be dead. After he delivered the good news about Dale, Perry's calls and texts increase a whole lot, y'all. Dixon alleges in the lawsuit that it was always personal and almost never about business. Dixon says that he would say, send pics of what I was doing and ask to see a photo shoot that I had just did. If Dixon didn't answer immediately, he says that Perry would get annoyed. When the COVID-19 pandemic hit, production on the Oval was delayed, and Perry encouraged Dixon to use the time to write a comedy pilot. Dixon did and shared the script. He called me and told me that it was hilarious and that he loved it and wanted to shoot the pilot for it. Dixon says that I couldn't believe that he actually liked it, much less wanted to shoot the pilot for it. It was one of the best things that ever happened to me at the time. The details and the dates of when this pilot was going to happen stayed murky, but Dixon was thrilled and grateful. He thought that Perry understood after their guest house encounter that there was not going to be any extra relationship between the two of them. There were times when I was around him and nothing would happen, Dixon said. So I thought that he got the picture and that created a false sense of security. Dixon believes that his excitement about his career and fear of Perry's power led him to ignore certain warning signs. I now realize I let my gratefulness of what he done for me cloud my self-respect, Dixon says. Dixon says because he had never worked in a corporate environment that he didn't fully clock the professional inappropriateness of a text message Perry began to send. And I think we can all agree that those text messages were absolutely insane. Like, let's just be honest. Perry began to send texts from, Perry began to send texts. Text from Perry included in Dixon's complaint showed the entertainment mogul commenting on Dixon's thick body, asking, why do you twist your hips when you walk? And noting that Dixon liked being choked. After shooting a shocking scene on the show, In one text, Perry told Dixon that he needed to let someone hold him and make love to you. One day on set, Dixon says that Perry asked him to come to his trailer for a drink. I knew I had to, Dixon says. We were all living at Tyler Perry Studios, working for Tyler Perry, who was the producer, writer, and director. And I understood that you do what Tyler Perry says, and you go where he demands. What's going on, Bama girls? You guys come in. Please make sure you guys go ahead and hit that like button. I don't know what's up with this algorithm, honey, but we're gonna keep doing what we have to do, okay? Hit that like button for you boys. Greatly appreciate it. If you guys would like to bless the platform, you guys know how to do so. We'll be live after this to go over the Kanye West lawsuit as well. So we're on the roll, honey. Bum, 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 bum. I felt like if you were invited and you cared at all about your career and staying on the show, that you couldn't say no. Perry had his assistant bring them margaritas in the trailer, Dixon says. He claims in his complaint that Perry began asking uncomfortable questions, including whether Dixon was attracted to him. Dixon tells the Hollywood Reporter that he continued to deflect Perry's interest, telling him that he wasn't that sexual and that he wasn't looking for anything. When he left, they hugged and Perry pushed him against the wall and grabbed his buttocks, Dixon says. After he would do things like that, he would say things like, we need to just be business partners or something. Okay. We need to just be business. We need to just be professional. And I would think, great, yes, every time. I thought it would stop. Oh my. The Texan continued, however, with Perry often sending messages while drunk and seeming to get angry when Dixon didn't answer Derrick. He said in one text that appears in the complaint, "Don't you dare ignore me. I deserve better. I deserve attention all the time." Okay, well, so you can't force the man to give you no attention. What is going to take for you to have guiltless sex? Reads another text. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Sorry about that. I deserve attention all the time. What is it going to take for you to have guiltless sex? Reads another text. Have you found that yet in therapy? Dixon says he started having insomnia and stomach issues, and his doctor prescribed him with Zoloft and an antidepressant. After weeks of unreciprocated sexual innuendos, Perry lashed out at Dixon on set, the complaint alleges, asking if he needed to punch Dixon in the stomach for Dixon to deliver the performance that he wanted. Oh, child, not Tyler Perry. Not Tyler Perry. You say you was gonna hit that man in his stomach? Oh my. In June of 2021, according to Dixon's complaint, Perry invited Dixon to his house to discuss Dixon's pilot. Losing It was the name of the show. I was worried, but I knew that I had to go, Dixon says. I thought that if I tried anything again, I could handle it and de-escalate it like I usually did. Instead, Dixon says that he and Perry got drunk and Perry told Dixon to sleep in the guest house again. He told me to give him a goodnight hug as I did. He abruptly forced me, pulled down my underwear and groped my bare ass, Dixon says, of one of the most damning allegations in his complaint. When I tried to pull my underwear back up, my God, he grabbed my wrists and kept me from putting them back on. I couldn't believe what was happening. Dixon believed that he was about to be R-worded. I told him, no, stop. I don't want this, Dixon says, detailing the incident described in the lawsuit. but he wasn't stopping. He just talked. Now, I do want to add preference to this, y'all. I did not read that lawsuit. I didn't read the lawsuit, so all of it. I won't say that I didn't read it. I didn't read all of it, but Jesus, my Lord, today. He just told me to relax and let it happen, and that he wasn't going to hurt me. Perry's estate, which has a guard and a gate, is located in the middle of nowhere, Dixon says, and Uber cannot drive to the guest house to defuse the situation, Dixon says. Okay, now I asked about an Uber. Okay, so that's good to know. He told Perry that he couldn't do anything actual because he was hungry, which Perry which sent Perry off to get pizza. They ate the pizza back in the living room. Then Dixon returned to the guest house, locked himself in the bathroom, and fell asleep on the floor. In the following days, Dixon says that he contacted a lawyer, not the one representing him now, which is Jonathan Delshad, but another, who told him that he needed to quit the Oval if he was going to file a complaint. All of those years of trying to be an actor would just go up in smoke, Dixon says. This is not a normal job. You can't just go out and easily get another series regular role on a TV show. Dixon told a co-worker what happened, and they reminded him that he'd given up if he complained. Dixon felt paralyzed. I was too afraid to come forward, he says. I knew it would be awful, and I was right. Man. Tyler Perry, in my Monique voice. Tyler Perry. Sir? Over the next several months, Dixon says that he avoided Perry, declining the invitation for a yacht trip. Someone from Perry's production company reached out and said that they wanted to shoot a pilot soon, and Perry's attorney called and told Dixon that he was getting a raise, but not to tell his other castmates because he was the only one. Dixon decided to stay quiet, hoping that the pilot would be a success and that he could find work elsewhere in the entertainment industry. Perry shot Dixon's pilot in March of 2022. What Dixon didn't know at the time, and he alleges in his complaint, was that Perry's contract with Viacom prohibited him from shopping the show for 2 years. Perry declined to comment on the deal. I believe that he was trying to dangle my dreams in front of me for as long as he could to prevent me from talking, Dixon says. In January of 2023, after finishing another season of the Oval, Dixon moved to Santa Monica, hoping to put physical distance between himself and Perry, and waiting for Perry to sell the pilot. In December of 2023, Kirsten Keyes, another actor who worked for Perry prior to Dixon's employment, went on Instagram Live detailing his abusive experience with an anonymous Black Hollywood billionaire, which Dixon believed to be referenced to Perry. Key's manager has not returned a request for comment. Y'all not gonna get no comment out of Christian Keyes. Now, I'm just telling y'all not gonna get no comment out of Christian Keyes, because Christian Keyes is over here counting that envelope and stuff over there. He is not finna talk. I think y'all, yeah, listen. And then a lot of people were saying that he was being cryptic when he was talking about how All the Queen's Men was put on BET, and the trailer and the release date of the new season came out before he realized it. See, I didn't really get a chance to talk about that, but I kind of need to get up here and tell y'all how that kind of stuff works and how networks and things work. I do understand that he's not the sole owner of that particular series, but on paper, it means something different. And we'll have another live where I'll break that down for y'all, because it's just a little bit different. It's a little bit different. But I don't expect Christian Keyes to come out and say nothing or comment on any of this stuff. I don't. I think if he would have already done it by now. In June of 2024, Dixon filed a sexual harassment complaint with the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission and quit his job working on the last season of The Oval, for which he was under contract to make close to $400,000. The EEOC complaint is currently pending. I was an employee and he was my boss, Dixon says, of what motivated him to file the complaint. The fact that I am an actor doesn't make me any less of an employee. For a long time, I convinced myself that it was part of the industry or that somehow I had to accept it and keep on working, but eventually I couldn't stay silent anymore. In the weeks since his lawsuit became public, Dixon says that he's received a mix of responses, from the online threats of harassment to messages of support, to stories of other people who say that they went through similar experiences with Perry. Okay, now this is what he alleging. I ain't making it up. He's alleging that other people have come forward with experiences similar to his. This is why people, especially men, don't come forward, Dixon says of the harassment. Asked if he attempted to reach a private settlement with Perry prior to filing the lawsuit last month, and Dixon says that there are always attempts to resolve situations like this privately, but they never result in the type of change necessary to protect further victims. At the end of the day, my absolute fear is that he will be able to continue doing this without any major consequences. Okay, so that's the end of the article, y'all. Okay, I gotta say this, Tyler Perry. Tyler. So this kind of tells me, Tyler, that this man is going full throttle with this lawsuit. I don't think he has any intentions on backing down from you. I don't care what kind of settlement it sounds like you're going to offer. It doesn't sound like he's going to back away from anything that is happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if any of these things you're saying is, if any of these things that he's saying is true, which, listen, who am I? I wasn't there. Tyler, you don't have to get it together around there. The people is not playing with you. The people not playing with you, sir. Baby, I don't know. Dixon, sir. Woo, that's a lot. Now, he answered a couple of questions that I did have, because remember I said I had questions. That was one of the questions that I had, was after Tyler Perry did that to you the first time, instead of you going to spend the night or going to his guest house, why didn't you call an Uber? And he specified that you can call an Uber out there, which makes sense. You can't put no, what's the name? You probably can't put, oh, I'm going to Tyler Perry's house, or I'm going to this house, such and such and such and such. They're not going to pull up to just Tyler Perry's house and be, you know what I'm saying, all nilly-willy and stuff. So I get it now. Christian Keys definitely got paid off. That young man the other day was paid off, and now he's breaking his NDA, and Derrick is going at him. I agree, Tracy. I don't know. This is crazy. I don't know. I don't think Christian Keys is that. I don't know. Y'all know they saying that other man. I'm just telling y'all allegedly what they saying. They saying that other man not well. And it could be possibly he could be really going through some stuff. You know what I'm saying? But the people saying he not well. Me personally, he could definitely be going through some stuff. But I also think he's torturing himself just a little bit. I do. Because I feel like, and I'm not saying this about Storm Monroe. Storm Monroe has been the only person I've seen that guy interview with. What I am saying is the more that you do these interviews, the more I think you're going to traumatize yourself, because not everybody is about helping victims. Not everybody is about getting the victim story out. Some people are really just about clicks and views. And so I think that him kind of going around, he's saying he don't really need anybody, but true be told, you do need someone for your story to continue to get out and for everybody to hear it. You know what I'm saying? So in reality, you're saying that you don't need anyone, but you do. You know, Tyler, child, I don't know. You know that new movie come out tomorrow. That Medea's Destination Wedding, it come out tomorrow. So I don't know. Y'all think they're gonna get Judge Maybelline or Judge Joe Brown? Judge Joe Brown, Judge Maybelline, and Judge Mathis have all made appearances in these Tyler Perry movies. Child. Y'all, this is crazy. This is crazy. And I know good and well Tyler Perry didn't go pick up no pizza from Pizza Hut or nothing like that. He talking about Tyler Perry went off to go get pizza. Yeah, he went to go over there to ask somebody to go get him some pizza. I don't see Tyler Perry leaving his house to go get no pizza. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think it's sad though. I really do. I think it's sad because I think that the people coming down hard on you. Now, one thing I'm gonna say about that other guy, y'all, and I said it, and this is not me saying that he's lying or me saying any of that. But what I do think is I also think too. I said this the other day. I think also he's stressing himself out by comparing Derrick Dixon's lawsuit to his situation, because you're not the brunt of, and I get it. You want people to know that Tyler Perry doesn't, he didn't do anything. He knew about it. My only thing though is that it's almost like you're not going after the person who did or committed the offense to you. It's like you're going after Tyler Perry for it. And I really solely think that people are missing the fact that the man is just accusing Tyler Perry of knowing about it, not doing anything about it. And I actually told y'all about this weeks ago. Because I found it in the shade room comments. I had told y'all about that. Why didn't he leave when Tyler Perry left for pizza? I don't believe Tyler Perry left for no pizza. I think Tyler Perry just went over there to the house and called somebody and told them to bring some pizza over. I do not see. I'm sorry. I don't see it. I do not see Tyler Perry getting in his rich people car and driving down to the Pizza Hut and getting him some pizza. I don't see him driving down there to, what's the bougie pizza place y'all got? Because I know he ain't eating no Pizza Hut. What's a bougie pizza place in Atlanta? Girl, I don't see Tyler Perry driving to no bougie pizza place to grab no pizza and bring it back to the. I just don't see that. I don't. I ain't saying that he ain't telling the truth. I just don't see it. I don't see it. Maybe, like I said, maybe he went to the house, called somebody, and was like, hey, maybe he was gone for like 10 minutes, 20 minutes while he was calling the people to bring the pizza. I don't know. I don't know. But I do think that I just Tyler, you gotta move better than this. One thing I'm realizing is that money don't buy you good sense. Cause a lot of y'all be moving real reckless and dumb. I'm just keeping it honest. A lot of y'all, hey Alec, what's going on? A lot of y'all be moving real reckless and dumb. So therefore, I don't really, having a whole lot of money means absolutely nothing when you're moving like this. I'm just saying. Having a lot of money means absolutely nothing when you're moving like this. Now, Braxton did do an interview with what's the child's name? with Storm Monroe. So if you guys want to go over there and see that interview, I think you should. I think you should go around there and see that. Take a look at that interview. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here. I just wanted to read this article to you guys because I told y'all it was long. I'm about to take a quick break, and then I'm gonna come back with the Tyler Perry. Not the Tyler Perry, with the Kanye West lawsuit. Again, if you guys would like to bless the platform, you can. And then we're gonna also talk about Faith versus Biggie's late mother, the late Biggie Smalls' late mother. Okay, baby, we on the roll. We on the roll. We on the roll. I'll see you guys in the